I've been asked to make this personal, so I will. Something terrible may happen.
Seven Veils is such a wonderfully challenging film, and it makes me think of the way we have been presented with really violent stories, mythology, fairy tales, right up to TV shows. And I'm wondering why. What is it fulfills in us?
That's a great question. I think this need for catharsis, like comes right, like it's the origin of drama. Like when the Greeks put on these plays publicly in these amphitheaters, like there were these moments that people publicly felt this collective sense of being able to release things in a way that they wouldn't be able to do in a civilized way around them. Like drama gave you this opportunity to go to these places, right? And so like we've always wanted to explore those dark sides. I mean, I think my other films have certainly flirted with that, but when I was presented, when the moment I started working in opera, you realize it's full throttle. Like opera is all about these incredibly violent and opera was also a really public medium, much like you said TV shows are now. So this is a weird hybrid between all these different sort of like I'm taking this production and I'm making it into a film, and I'm sort of playing with those valves of where violence is and what art and creativity has to do to amplify or entertain us too, right? Like I mean, this is a product that has been really successful. It's been remounted several times.
This is for you, Charles. The person who wanted me here. I can feel you beside me as I watch. The way your fingers ran over my skin.
The film is so dense. There's so much going on. And I mean, that's typical for one of your films. It makes us think. And I, that's really nice. I was just going through the TV guide and seeing the PAP that is offered every day, all day. So, thank you.
Well, sure. I mean, look, I couldn't make my films any other way. And I've been incredibly grateful to have had the opportunity to make these movies and to have had these conversations. And like it's just really because I feel that we are really complex. Like human beings are super complex. And sometimes you see these amazing studies and but there's a lot of stuff to kind of wade through, right? And there's an overabundance of stuff, and we're all kind of saturated. But it's interesting to go back to these formative stories, these stories that have kind of filtered through our society in many different ways. Like Salome comes to us from the Bible, right? And why is this? Why did Oscar Wilde, write this play? Why was this opera made? Why, how many paintings have we seen of, Salome? And there's something foundational about this character in terms of how we see things.
The electric shock of your touch. How do I bring you back? Bring what we had back.
Yes, we go to Jeanine's childhood, and we all have our things that we overcome. So it could be innate in any of us. Who knows? And I think Amanda is going to just blow away audiences with this kind of a role, and I think it will change her status in Hollywood. What do you think?
Yeah, I just think she's like one of the best actresses around. And it's so interesting because when she got the Oscar nomination for Meg, I thought she's great, but it wasn't like a role that kind of like shows off her talent like this one does. It seems like this is just so like she's the only person who could have pulled this off. And we had such a great relationship.
Wow.
15 years ago, and always said we would do something else together, and then this character came up, and I just thought she would be perfect, and she was available.
And she is. It's incredible, just incredible.
It is thy mouth that I desire. I'm trying to fulfill the original concept.
Yeah, but it's your show now. You're not the same person that you were, and he's not the same person that he was.
Charles is dead.
So he's definitely not the same person.
I think actors like to work with you because of the product, but also you're an empathetic person and have a good personality. Has anyone ever eluded you that you really wanted?
That's a really good question. I have to say that yes, I think I am an empathetic person. I think I'm really easy to work with. I think I have great ideas. I had a crazy experience with this opera. There was a singer, not someone who has a big role, but someone who I just couldn't connect with, and it was really weird. It was an odd experience because for the first time I realized that, oh, I guess there's someone who just doesn't kind of connect with whatever it is I'm offering. Like it feels like like I had this experience way back when I made my first like breakthrough film, Exotica. I met Julianne Moore, and
Oh my God, yeah.
told her brief about this film that I was thinking of at the time, and it didn't work out, and that, but then it worked out with Chloe many years later. So sometimes it doesn't work out when you want it to. And in this case, it would have been really frustrating because Amanda, like we were really connected, tied into this specific schedule. We had to shoot while the opera was up.
I've been asked to make this personal, so I am.
Yeah. Speaking of which, do you have anything in the
I'm off
noggin?
to Berlin to do an original play there, and that
Oh.
I'm super excited about. That came up when the film was at the Berlin Film Festival last year, and I met the artistic director who saw the film and kind of offered this incredible like opportunity. So I started in theater when I was at UT, as you know, and I've done a lot of opera.
Okay, well, maybe we'll leave it at that. I have plenty to work with, and
Great.
I'm so happy to see you again, Adam, and I just
Yeah.
love the film.
Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
Yeah, it was great to
All
see you as well.
righty.
Have a lovely day. Okay, bye.
You as
Thanks,
well.
Anne.
Bye-bye.
Take care.